my name is Patricia Holmes, and we are continuing on with Chapter 8. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to come over here to our Path panel, and we're going to select the cup outline that we just created. And then we're going to go into Edit, and we are going to choose Defined Custom Shape. So make sure you hit Define Custom Shape, and we're going to name it something. The author is saying coffee cup, but I'm going to name it a little bit unique to make a point. I'm going to name it my name, Patricia's Coffee Cup, and I'm going to hit OK. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we are going to come over here to the toolbar, and I just hit save on my keyboard. We're going to come over here to this icon. This is the custom shape icon. If you can find the rectangle tool icon in the toolbar, it's at the very bottom. So click custom shape tool, and over here in the top part, you're going to find custom shapes. So there's a whole bunch of them, but the one we just added is right here. And I'm going to hover my mouse over it, and it's going to say the name of it, Patricia's Coffee Cup. So the one you and I just worked on is right here, but I wanted to name this one uniquely to show you that you can make any custom shape that you want, and you can name it, and when you define it, like we just did, edit, define, custom shape, it goes into this library, which I think is pretty cool. Okay, so then what we're going to do, now that we have a custom shape, we're going to select it. We're going to come over here to this top part of the screen, and we're going to hold the Shift key down. Let me get rid of this. Okay, there we go. We're going to hold the Shift key down, and that keeps everything even, and we're going to have about 2 inches. I'm looking at, you can look at the specs right there to the right of the little coffee cup, the width and the height. We're going to let go. That's perfectly fine. And okay, so after we let go of that, we are going to double click the name on shape 1 layer in the layers panel, and we're going to name it coffee cup. So we're going to come over here, we're going to double click that name, and we're going to name it coffee cup per the author. Hit return. Okay, good. Then what we're going to do is we are going to change the color of the shape. So sometimes this one gives me a little bit of a problem, but we are going to work on it together. So we're going to make sure the coffee cup layer is selected, which it is. And in the pen tool, we're going to select the pen tool. And we're also going to want to make sure that I'm going to click on the coffee cup outline, which is what we're working on. We want to change, it's not working. The fill, here we go, okay. I didn't have to do anything, and if you're following along with me, you don't have to do anything either. Make sure you're on the coffee cup layer, and make sure you grab your pen tool, come over here to fill, and choose black. The author is asking us to put fill in the black, and for the stroke, we do not want a stroke. So click the no stroke. Okay, so then what we're going to do is in the option bar, we selected black for the fill color and none for the stroke. We did that. And then we're going to press enter or return to deselect the coffee cup path. So we deselected it and it turned black. So that's good. That's what we wanted. It changed, and we're going to get rid of that selection because we're going to move on to something else. So next what we're going to do is in the tool panel, we're going to come back to custom shapes, and the author is asking us to pick a custom shape and subtract it. So in the paths panel, select coffee cup, paths panel, select a coffee cup, come over here to custom shapes. In the option bar, the author wants us to choose a lightning bolt. Now, prior to me recording this, I looked everywhere for a lightning bolt. It's probably standing right out in front of me, but I can't see a lightning bolt. I'm going to look one more time while I'm recording. There's the lightning bolt. You guys are good luck. Okay, so I got the lightning bolt selected. It's right here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to subtract it from this coffee cup by going over here. We're going to make sure we choose subtract. And we are going to just drag. Let's see, are we holding the shift key down? Sometimes the author has us do a few things, but right now we're just going to hold the mouse down. I'm going to drag a coffee cup, lightning bolt. Bam, I'm going to let go. I'm going to come over here, click something else. See how it's subtracted from that vector we just made Okay, we are moving right along here. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to import a smart object that the author has provided for us. So we're going to come over here and we are going to select the move tool, and we're going to select the coffee cup layer, which we're on, coffee cup layer, and we're going to go to choose file, and we're going to come down here to this link, place linked, select that, and then we're going to select in chapter 8 the logo EPS type. We're going to click down here at the bottom, place. Okay, so just placed it up here. For now, we're going to move this up here, and what we're going to do is we're going to drag the logo object to the upper left corner for the author, right up here, and we're going to open it up a little bit, just approximately the width of the coffee cup, and we can stretch out a little bit more. And when we're happy with this, that looks good, we're going to click this checkbox here. And we're going to say, hey, we're happy, Photoshop, we're done. Okay, next we're going to add color to this, and that's going to pretty much finish up the chapter. So what we're going to do is, in this logo type layer right here, we are going to add a color overlay. So the author is saying, come over here and click this FX. The same thing will happen if you double click the layer itself. So we'll choose color overlay. I'm going to pick this. There's red on it, and that just turned red. Let's do the same thing. We're going to click. The author wants us to click bevel and emboss and take the default selection of it. Okay, I'm going to click OK. Now we're done with that. We're going to come over here to the coffee cup. We're going to click it. And what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing. We can click this. We can add a color overlay. And the default one that we just had is still there. Let's pick the bevel and emboss. We're going to click OK. And now the coffee cup is red. So that is the conclusion of this chapter. The selection of an object, the subtraction also of a path, and then we filled in with the color. We subtract the lightning bolt from it. We add a color overlay to it, and yeah, just double checking. Okay, guys. So what I want you guys to turn in is I want you to turn in this folder. If for any reason you can't find a lightning bolt, you can use a different object, but what I'm looking for is a subtraction and a color overlay and these words here. So once you get all that done, save your work, save it as a JPEG, which makes the file very small, and then you can send it over for grading. Okay, thanks for listening.